Alright, so first of all, I just want to, introduce what we're doing today. We're going to be reading this book called, not exactly, we're going to be cutting some parts out, and we're going to be getting to the best stuff of this. But we're going to be digging deep down and into the depths of the book called The Dog's Guide to Humans, okay? And we just skipped through the contents and that page right there, which is, the lists of characters. The characters are Professor Professor Wolf Mutt. That's who's going to be teaching us today. And then there's going to be the humans. So, give this book back to the nearest dog, it says. Alright, so getting to the page of setting the scene, I'm just, I'm getting all prepared here. We got, in this new book, for dogs only, you learn how to choose, train, and play with a human pet. But don't let any humans read this book. If they do, we will be in big trouble. Okay? So we already established the part that this is a joke, okay? Let's just establish that right now, okay? We're going to be going on to chapter 1 in a second here. Excuse me. Not quite excuse me, but excuse that, cough. Yeah, so let's just get into it, okay? We don't need to really talk that much more. So, chapter 1, and then it says in a big, huge red rectangle box, it says, Warning. This secret guide is for dogs only. It must not be read by humans or it might explode. If you are a human, give this book back to the nearest dog. So, there we go for that part. So sorry, I know you might realize there's short pauses sometimes here. That's because I'm cutting stuff out, editing and stuff. So, the voice is what I'm talking about, not the background. That's just background. We're going to be reading through the entire chapter 1, which is not very big at all. It says, okay, now that we've scared off any human readers, let's begin. Welcome to the Dog's Guide to Humans. My name is Professor Wolf Mutt. I will teach you the facts about people. And then there's like a diagram of a human and he looks stupid. It's like, his tongue hanging out and stuff. And then the dog has the stick pointing at the human like, like he's the professor, with like the stick. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. The next page says, in this book you will learn how a human body is perfectly made to help us. You will learn how to train your human to do everything you want. But remember, humans must never learn that we are in charge of the world. If they find out, they will not be happy. Unhappy humans are no fun. So, and then it goes, when I started studying the human body, I found out they were poorly made for life in a dog's world. They have no tail to wag, not much fur, and a poor sense of smell. And there's a picture here of no barking in the library sign. He's all confused trying to read a human book. Then there's like two other dogs that look kind of like they're supposed to be smart because they're like they have a book in their hand and they have like the smart glasses, like without the you know what I mean by the smart glasses. They make you look smart, like they have the two things and they just go over your nose. They don't like go over your ears as well. You probably think I'm ridiculously stupid, which I am, but I was, I'm just bad. Okay, so next we got here is humans are lucky that we have chosen to help them. Without us, they would have nothing to do. Luckily, we have given humans a purpose they have a perfect body for. In the next 5 chapters, I'll show you how the human body is useful to dogs. So before you start reading, check that there are no humans nearby. Look around, sniff the air, listen carefully. If it's safe, start reading the next chapter. And then he points to the diagram of a human. So, and then they go on about how, there's the head. I'll just read a short part of it here. A human's head is at the top of the body, not at the front. This means they miss out on seeing lots of interesting things in the grass. Humans can see meat and bones in a butcher's shop much better than we can. I skipped through a bunch of stuff here. That's why I'm like, And then they go on about the neck. And inside a human's neck is a voice box. Their voice box only makes quiet barks. And then skip a little bit here. There's a diagram here of Professor Wolfmutt. He's barking like crazy. It looks like some swear words of barking or just some loud barking or something with the images going on here in the little bubble. And then the humans, confused, itching their head with their hand out like, what? With the confused symbol. And then we got some human barks are, do you want some food? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to play? Do you want a bath? And then it shows Professor Wolfmutt looking away from the human, looking at us, with one eye blinking, supposedly it looks like, with his thumb. He has his thumb up. So, and then we just skip some here. Other barks we don't like to hear are stay, outside, sit. And then we just move on to chapter 3. The arms. A human's front legs are called arms. They are useless for walking on, but they are useful for other purposes. Humans can be trained to use their arms for throwing balls and sticks for us to chase. Arms are also useful for opening refrigerator doors. And then skip some here. We got jobs that humans need to do on time for us are morning walk, feed us breakfast, reminding us to nap, I guess. Okay. And then we have feeding us lunch, feeding us dinner, ball throwing. We're going to skip to the hands here. The most useful part of the human's body are their hands. Hands are really just large front paws. Their long bony ends are called fingers and thumbs. With fingers and thumbs, humans can pick up things like food bowls without using their teeth. They can even use tools like can openers. Amazing. And then it shows the human hand itching the dog, and he's like, you know how like the dog wags their back foot, like you know how they like move it like they're itching themselves, but they're not actually itching because they really enjoy it. That's what it looks like that's supposed to be. And then it goes, at the end of their fingers and thumbs are short claws called fingernails. Fingernails are good for scratching our hard to reach itches. That feels really good. We're gonna skip a lot here. We got never ever do any jobs for a human. If they know that we can do many of the jobs ourselves, they will make us do all the work. And then it shows him like cleaning the dishes with the vacuum cleaner and stuff. Not cleaning the dishes with the vacuum cleaner, but like, you know, separately. We got number 4, the legs. Humans use their back legs to walk around on. Blah blah blah. But we are happy that they. Okay, so he's saying how he's happy we don't walk on all fours. They can use fetch balls and sticks for us quickly. That's why some of them are. And then they have the feet at the end of the legs, or another pair of paws called feet. People put socks and shoes on their feet. These are great to chew on. Remember to chew on socks and shoes after a human has worn them. They smell and taste much better. And then it shows really gross, stinky feet, like with band-aids, and the dog is like drooling over it, like eyeing the band-aid, and like all dirty. And then it shows like a smell coming off it, you know, like the little lines for a smell. For fun, you can hide a sock and a shoe. You can amuse yourself for hours by following a human around as they look for them. Remember to look as innocent and sorry, I kind of said that wrong. To look innocent and wag your tail. Then pretend to sniff out the hidden sock and shoe, and you will get a treat. Little stinky little critters. Most humans are so silly they don't even know we're teasing them. Chapter 5, the chest and stomach. Between a human's arms or their chest and stomach, they are perfect parts of the body to jump on, stretch out on, and scratch on. We're going to skip a lot here. So, from the seams of it, this book is to make kids be more interested in learning about the humans, except in more of a dog's point of view. It is a big part of a dog's point of view, but it seems like, you know, they're definitely like trying to teach kids with this, because this, I'm not sure what age would this be. I guess like probably it would start like with 6-year-olds maybe. I don't know. Does this seem like, I don't know. I'm really bad at like thinking here. So they have a glossary in the back. The skin, human skin has very little fur on it. they have to wear furry things called clothes to keep them warm. And then it shows, you know, the picture of the dog showing, yeah, other dogs about the clothes and stuff. Clothes are fun because people hang them out to dry on a clothesline. Now we can play the best game. The aim of the game is to jump up and pull the clothes on the ground before the human sees you. Socks are worth 1 point, tops are worth 3 points, and shirts are worth 5. Well, so I guess, wouldn't it be, I would think that socks would be worth more because, you know, they're harder to get, because shirts are like big and baggy, right? And then, you know, socks are harder to, but it's alright. So clothes are useful because, but I guess they would make, you know, less of a mess. But clothes are useful because they have pockets. Pockets are perfect for holding balls and treats. Dog treats, sorry. This means a human is always ready to play with us or give us a treat. So yeah, there you go. Once the human has picked up all the clothes off the ground, they will put them into a clothes basket. You must lie on the clothes. Your hair and smell will cover their clothes. Now other dogs will know that your human is already owned by a dog. And then it shows you. So yeah, there's a basket of clothes and he's laying inside of it. Chapter 6. Congratulations, now that you have learned about humans, you are ready to choose your very own human pet. Humans come in all shapes and sizes and colors. Choose human puppies called children. There are 2 types of boys and girls. They are easy to train, happy to play for hours, and like to look after us. So what should you look for when you choose a boy or girl? But before I get on, you know, because that was a question, it shows him with like pictures of, you know, humans. It says, choose a child who smiles a lot. This human pet will always be happy to see you. Choose a child with plenty of energy. He or she will play with you for more than a lazy human. And then there's a lot going on here, and then I'll just, you know, I'll just read it all. Most of all, choose a child who thinks he or she is smarter than you. That way, they will never know that you are the smartest dog. You get your own way all the time. But remember, never let your humans see a copy of this book. If they find out how smart we really are, there will be a worldwide dog disaster. Listen, what's that? It sounds like footsteps. Quick, hide this book, wag your tail, and roll over. Look as cute as you can. Those silly humans will never suspect a thing. And that's how they end it, really. It shows a dog's world. It shows human bodies are quite useless. They really don't work well. Poor eyes, poor ears, no paw, no tail, and a hopeless sense of smell. It's lucky for them that we're around to keep them out of strife. Okay. Without us dogs, they'd quickly lose a purpose for their life. Let humans all remember, even though they are quite large, that it's a dog's world they live in, and the dogs are all in charge. And then there's the glossary, and yeah, it's basically all over. I just thought, you know, it would be a little bit funny to, you know, read that here. So I thought I'd just, you know, go ahead and do that with some MW1 remastered gameplay. I don't have much of it because I didn't record much before the, you know, I lost Wi-Fi. But that is only because I didn't have enough room. And you know I need my Doom, Titanfall 2, Rainbow Six Siege, and Fallout 4 all to be downloaded on my PlayStation 4. So I gotta like delete other games and then like re-download them. And then just to make that even better, to play MW1 Remastered, I need Infinite Warfare downloaded or the disc to be inserted. Unless you buy the digital bundle, maybe. But I have it a hard copy, so, you know, I need to have the disc inserted. Maybe if you, I don't even know. If you had the digital bundle, would you have to have it downloaded? Would you have to have Infinite Warfare downloaded just to play MW1? It's kind of cheap to do that. Especially, I don't know. I wish old Infinity Ward came back because the new one's lazy. They really are. Black Ops 3 was better than Infinite Warfare. I mean, the campaigns were good, but man, yeah. I'll just see you guys later because you guys aren't here to hear me. Peace.